the sun is just starting to climb up over the treetops. And it's gonna be a beautiful day, that's plain to see.
Welcome to Bill Dance Outdoors, America's most popular and longest running TV fishing show.
Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance today.
Y'all want to sell some worms?
Sure.
By all means.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Good to see you.
I'm looking for some Fin-Eke worms.
Fin-Eke worms?
Yeah.
We got them.
Yeah.
We got them.
I'm going drop shotting.
Drop shot. Drop shot.
I'm going drop shotting.
That's a good thing.
You know what drop shotting is?
I've been told.
I've been told. Where are they? Y'all move this stuff around. How you been, Keith?
I'm doing fine, good sir. What color are you looking for?
I'm looking for a green pumpkin
Green pumpkin.
in a 6.5.
6.5. Going drop shot.
Yeah, you want to go?
Wish I could.
Oh,
Gotta
yeah.
work.
I got to work.
Here you go, right here.
Well, that was handy. This is green pumpkin.
Green pumpkin.
All right, how many in a bag?
15.
15. Surely I won't use. I don't have extra on it. Huh?
Yeah, you'll have extra.
Okay, I got one and
You
8.
might have somebody going with you.
But you gotta work. I'm going fishing and you're not.
Rub it in.
Rub it in. I'm getting a bite. There's one. There's a fish right there. Where are you going? Little toughie. That's a pretty thing. Yeah. How you doing? Fat and poo. See ya. Like I've said so many times, what makes bass fishing so special is a multitude of ways you can catch them. Many of today's hot new techniques for bass were spawned from methods used to catch other fresh and saltwater fish. Some of them came from foreign waters to American waters, while others have simply been refined and received lots of publicity due to the fact they catch fish and lots of them. Take this one here. It's a system called drop shotting. The basic rig includes a fluorocarbon leader tied to a braided main line. A variety of sinker types are used, like a teardrop, a round sinker, a slip sinker, a cylinder type to fit individual preferences, a hook, and a soft plastic lure, mostly finesse style baits like a tube, a grub, a crawfish, a worm, or a lizard. Today we'll be drop shotting with a cylinder type sinker and a Bass Pro Shop 6.5 inch finesse Fin-Eke worm in a green pumpkin color. You know, drop shotting is nothing really new. It's just a new name for a tactic that's been around for quite some time. It's been used primarily by saltwater bottom fishermen, crappie, catfish, and bluegill anglers, as well as the walleye guys pursuing finicky fish suspended off of the bottom. Japanese bass fishermen started using this method, oh my goodness, almost 10 years ago. And back in the mid-70s, it was detailed in popular fishing magazines.
Bill Dance Outdoors is sponsored in part by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Rebel, catch fish anywhere. and by Mercury Marine. Go boldly. Today's Conditions Log is brought to you by the heart of Florida's Emerald Coast. Discover the lure of Gulf-to-table seafood brought in daily by Florida's largest fishing fleet. Visit our website and download your free Gulf-to-table fishing and eating guide today.
There's one. Another little fella, but he's fun. You know, drop shotting has been refined from what it was 30 years ago by both Japanese and American bass fishermen. It's actually a vertical lure presentation using lightweight line, 10-pound tests or less, fished along or over clean bottom areas. A soft plastic bait is used, mostly a finesse style bait, which is nose or tail hook, depending on the lure, with a small gapped hook. A sinker is placed on the bottom of your line, anywhere from 1 to 4 feet below the hook and the lure. Naturally, the sinker placement depends on the terrain, but today we're doing it a little bit different. We're casting it because we're fishing in depths of, say, anywhere from 10 to 14 feet. Now, if we were out in, say, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet of water, we'd probably be fishing more of a vertical presentation. Once rigged, the whole outfit is lowered to the bottom or into the suspended fish zone, or cast to those that you've located by using your graph. Now with your trolling motor, the suspended bait and rig is brought into the areas you want to fish, if you're fishing for suspended fish. However, today, the fish we've located are scattered along a 10 to 14 foot ledge, and we'll be drop shotting, all right, but not directly under the boat. We'll be fan casting out a distance from it along the ledge, just another productive method of drop shotting. Okay, now, as far as the presentation goes, slight action to the lure is best, with soft, gentle twitches or a simple quiver of the rod tip. A soft rod tip action is normally best than a stiff action, simply because the soft tip rod will add more of a natural action to the lure. There's a fish right there. Wave. Whoop. Water there, old man. We've got 20 feet of water right off to our right and 10 right back to our left. Pretty quick drop. But the good thing about it, we've got cover. A few small fish right there and some cover. You can always tell the difference in cover and fish. Normally your fish won't have anything under them. If it's connected to the bottom, you can see right here that's connected to the bottom, so that's not fish. If it's suspended up like that, there's no separation between the bottom and the target, that's fish. Ta-ta and bye-bye. Like I mentioned, we're fishing a ledge, and part of this ledge has got quite a bit of cover on it, and some of it's isolated, and some of it doesn't have any cover on it at all. But these fish are scattered. And when I'm fishing open areas, I'm using this drop shot hook in a 3/0 size, and I just nose hook it because I get a better hook set. Now in cover areas, I'm using this EWG 3/0, and I just Texas rig it. I can work it through the cover so much better without hanging up. So these are the two hooks I'm using. I've got them rigged on 2 different rods. So in the open areas, I'm nose hooking with the 3/0 drop shot hook. In the cover areas, I'm using the EWG wide gap 3/0, and I'm Texas rigging it. Both of these little gamakatsu hooks work exceptionally well, and they're needle sharp.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Quantum Rods and Reels, Outsmart, Outfish, Outlast, Mystic Lubricants, Lubrication Domination, and Tracker Boats, Fish the Finest. Today's equipment log is brought to you in part by Fish Defunk. It keeps your hands scent-free and clean so fish can't smell you. Use Fish Defunk unscented while fishing and Fish Defunk scented after fishing to remove all odors. Today's show is sponsored in part by Stren, the standard of dependability since 1958. Fish Defunk, kill the stink. And Garmin, fight your fish, not your fish finder.
Today I'm using 20-pound strand braid Superline with a 20-inch section of fluorocarbon leader attached to it. Now this smaller diameter braid allows for further cast, and the new glide coat treatment that this line has allows it to cast faster and smoother. Many bass fishermen prefer to tie the hook directly to the line at right angles without using a swivel because they believe this facilitates hook sets in soft biting fish. Other anglers prefer to use a ball bearing swivel because if they use their trolling motor to probe deep water in a hurry, or fishing moving water, or where there's a wind current, line twist may ruin their presentation when using monofilament. What you use is really up to you. You really need to experiment. Also, some anglers will tell you when using a braided line, you're better off using a swivel simply because it's difficult to tie direct to a monofilament leader. I don't agree, and we'll discuss that in a minute. I'm getting a bite. Yes, I am. Look at yonder. Woo! Thought that fish was 3 times bigger than that. But he's fun. There he comes. There he goes. Nice. Back on that boat. Tug on that fishing pole there, Buster. Yes, sirree. Pretty little thing, you. Come up here and see how to do. Chunky, huh? Yes, you are. Toodaloo. Okay, tell you what, let's discuss just for a second the knot and the hook. Now, most avid drop shotters tie their hook with a Palomar knot, and there's a good reason for that. This is done before the sinker is added. A Palomar is tied in this fashion because it allows the hook to lay at a right angle to the line. Many anglers believe this improves better hook sets in soft biting fish. Oh boy, I tried to jerk it out of my hand. Woo, jump. Under that motor. Fat fish. Tug there, boy. Tug it. So, woo-hoo. Well, get rid of that hook and that line. Say, how you doing? Another one that hadn't missed many meals. Ta-ta. Going home. That's a fat fish. Bye-bye. The Bill Dance Question and Answer of the Week is brought to you by Mystic Lubricants and their complete line of JT4 marine products. A full line of products for your full line of pursuits. Visit mysticlube.com today. There's a product called Dyneema that's found in braided line. What is it? Well, Dyneema is a fiber that's considered to be the world's strongest fiber, and the good folks at Strand make their superline braid with it for strength, toughness, and durability. It's really some fine stuff.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Millennium Marine, a new class of comfort. And Motor Guide, trolling motors engineered for anglers. Closed captioning is provided by Bill Dance Digital. Follow us. Today's product tip is brought to you by Garmin and their GPS map series, chart plotter sonar combos. With advanced sonar technology like Chirp and exclusive Panoptix all-seeing sonar, you'll spend less time finding your fish.
Quantum's 8.1-to-1 gear ratio Speed Freak bait cast reel pulls in 35 inches of line per revolution. And its new slimline cast control with 13 settings provides an even wider drag range. So, when you need to cover lots of water quickly, the new Quantum Speed Freak reel is the way to go. It's lightweight, durable, and smoking fast.
If you're looking for the latest fishing information and tips, be sure to check out the free Bill Dance mobile app, available for both iOS and Android users.
As we all know, suspended fish like bass are among the toughest to catch. Usually, you have to be very patient and tease them into hitting. Times like these are when soft bites usually occur. The key to catching these light nibblers is always being alert to where your lure is, what it's doing, and most importantly, you've got to constantly be able to feel it. This is where a braided line will really make a difference. You're going to be able to detect those light bites and impart better action in deep water by using a low stretch line like I'm using today. It's, like I said, I'm using Strand Braid Superline. This particular braid is 20-pound test, and it's got an outside diameter of about 6-pound test. Braided line has practically no stretch, and nothing compares with it when it comes to sensitivity. But braided line is seen easily by the fish than monofilament, especially in clear water. Fluorocarbon is nearly invisible, which allows you to go up in line size. For example, 8-pound mono to a 10-pound fluorocarbon. Got me up off my stool. Yes, sir. Got me moving. Got me moving. Look at that pretty big old fish right there. Here. Go ahead, darling. Oh boy. Can't get that little bitty hook in my big old fat finger. There it is. Where's the worm? Oh, there went the worm. How's that? Nice. Bye-bye. Gone. Here we go. Let me tell you something else that's real important. Regardless of the sinker you choose, it's important to remember, too light a weight will affect your feel and the action of your lure. This is something else you need to experiment with. Wind, depth, and current will often be the deciding factor. There's one right there. Good fish too. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh buddy. Woo, it's a nice one. Got it all. Woo! There's the sinker. Look at that. Yes, sir. Isn't that pretty? Woo! Nice one. Bye-bye. You know, drop shotting is a technique you probably wouldn't use every time you go fishing. But I've learned that under certain situations, especially when fish are very inactive or suspended or even hugging the bottom, it can be a powerful option that works to your advantage. Until our lines cross again, tell you what, catch one for me. We'll see you.
Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance today.
Thanks for watching Bill Dance Outdoors. Join us here again next week.
Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance.